Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maya if you're new, and today I'm going to be doing my completed coloring pages for the month of July 2024, and I'm really excited because I really love my pages this month. If you are a returning viewer, you might be wondering why I have nails. My parents watched one of my videos not that long ago, and my mom said, "Oh my God, Maya, your nails look horrible," because they're always chipped. I have very thin nails, and I love doing nail polish, but it chips. So she said, "Oh my, your nails look horrible." So I decided to get some nails. I hope this is more aesthetic, and I've been wanting to get them for a long time. I just never found the time. So anyway, let's get into the video. Okay, so the first page, let me go down a little bit here, is from a book that I really love called Fantastic Planet by Steve McDonald. And I love this book so much. It's very big. This is a 12 by 12 inches. I apologize, I don't know the centimeters. This is a previous page I did last year. And this is the page I completed this month. I actually started it this month and it completed this month, which usually that doesn't happen, but it kind of went quickly. So I showed this in my oil pastel video. I did the entire background with oil pastel, including the ocean. And I'm sorry if you hear noise outside. I have construction going on the street. But anyway, the rest is, I believe, watercolor pencils and pencils on top. And then the greenery is with Inktense paints. And I did do watercolor pencils for the clouds. So, yeah, I love how this came out. This is actually called Phang Nga Bay in Phuket, Thailand. So it's a famous, this is a famous area. And I always see it in photos, and I always wanted to do this page. Finally, I did it. I'm really glad that I waited because I used the oil pastels and it looks great. I love how it came out. So I think that's one of my favorite pages for the month in Fantastic Planet. I hope you check out my oil pastel video. I will link it below. The next book is, I think it's called Fantasy Town. Oh, Traveling Through the Imaginary Town Store coloring book. This is a book that I saw on Coloring with Kay, of course, my biggest enabler. So this is like one of her favorite books, and because of that, I got it. She enabled me to get this. It's really cute, and I can see why she loves it so much. The page that I did in here is this one. I've been ever since I got the book, I really like the sakura tree page, and I always wanted to do it. I love coloring trees, and how fun to make them pink. So I thought a greenish tealish background would look great, and with the pink trees. And it did take forever because all these little things are with gel pens, and there's so many little fine details that I did with like fine liners, gel pens. I did use some alcohol marker in here. You can see these are single-sided, so it's great. You can use alcohol marker, but yeah, this little town part is what took the longest. So, but I do like how it came out. A lot of fun. I used acrylic markers on the little sakura flowers up there. For the background and the trees, I used, and for the watercolor pencils, my Super Color 2 Soft watercolor pencils. And yeah, I think that's what I used. Maybe a little bit of Neocolor too in the background, but if any of you guys have this book, let me know how you deal with all these little areas. Do you color like every little thing? I don't know if I'll do that next time because it took forever. But anyway, I did enjoy it. So that's one of my favorite pages too. The next book is Keep Calm in Color, Gardens of Delight by Marcia Zacchino. And I always mention I saw this book on Bonnie's channel, Coloring Up North. And I always forget the name when I post these on Instagram. It's so funny. But I completed a double page spread in here, this one right here. And I love how it came out. The background is actually, what are they called? They're called like, they're kids' chalk markers, but it feels like oil pastel. So I just smudged it with my finger. It's a product that I saw on Coloring with Kay's channel. I based a lot of this with water-based marker, and I did a little bit of detail on top. So this is all water-based marker. Then I added some oil pastel on top just to add some darkness. The path here is oil pastel. And the rest is like water-based marker with pencil on top. So I have a little bit of gold Calero here. And yeah, I love how it came out. A lot of fun. I think I used acrylic markers for the stones as well. And I have some Calero here on the clouds. But this was a lot of fun. Okay, Future Maya here. I just covered the black lines on this gold ribbon with this because it was bugging me. So now it's officially complete, and yeah, I love how it came out. I love the background colors. So I really, really enjoyed this, and I want to do more gardens, like simple gardens like this. Really, really fun. Okay, the next book is The Fantastic World of the Brothers Grimm, illustrated by Forrest Diver. Now, I really like this illustrator, and unfortunately, all the books except for this have black backing on the pages, which I really dislike. I try to avoid it as much as I can. This is the only one that doesn't have that, and so I got this one, and I love the illustrations. Like, I'm considering getting the other books and photocopying them on, another paper, because I just can't stand that black backing. I mean, I do have 2 books like that, but I really try to avoid it. But these are such beautiful illustrations. So anyway, I didn't know what page to pick, so I just did the first page. Because the illustrations are all so nice. It was really hard to pick a page, so I just picked the first page, and it's Little Red Riding Hood. And of course it has trees, so obviously I love coloring trees and leaves, so I gravitated towards this one. Now this is entirely based with alcohol marker. See, that's entirely based. Maybe only 2 leaves are not, but the rest is all based with alcohol marker and pencil on top. The pencils that I use on top are Polychromos and some Pablos. I have a couple of Pablos in my Polychromos pencil case. So yeah, and here I put some Calero watercolors on her dress. And I did cover some of the black lines with gel pens, and I do have some glitter gel pens. Oh, here, I think I have here some glitter gel pens and acrylic markers, but mostly it's alcohol marker with pencil on top. And I love how it came out. I look forward. I want to do like this one. This one looks great. I think I'll do that one next. Hard to pick because they're all gorgeous. Okay, the next book is Alice in Wonderland by Olga Golovishkina. And I love this illustrator. This is my only book at the moment, but I have ordered more. It's a really nice thick book for a great price. And there's no black backing. It's Alice in Wonderland, and it kind of she goes through the story. And they're all in circular, illustrations, just stunning. So again, I didn't know what page to pick, so I did the first one again. And I was kind of debating if I should do a background. I wanted to pop, but on the other hand, I kind of got lazy to go around all these areas. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I do a background? Because then I feel like if I do that, I would have to do it for each page. I don't know. What do you think? I would probably do it with acrylic marker and acrylic paint, but I'm not sure. So I'm on the fence. If I do a background, eventually I will show it to you for sure. But yeah, I love how this came out. Again, based with alcohol marker and pencil on top, polychromos pencils. And I did use a lot of gel pen. These are the Sparkle Pop and some other gel pens and stuff. So here I use Calero for the border, and the clock I use that Calero Golds. And I think also for her dress a little bit of Calero. But I also use the Ohuhu glitter markers, which are, they bleed through, but they're amazing. So I use them only on single-sided pages. But yeah, I love how that one came out. Alice in Wonderland. Okay, the next book is Nightfall by Maria Troll. And I did this page right here with, I used oil pastel for the background. I don't know if you could see that. And I did some clouds here. I did end up putting a little bit of acrylic here on the top of the clouds, but I love how the background came out. I did use some neon oil pastels in here as well, and I put pinks and stuff in the background because I decided to make the flowers green. So I thought that was just a fun thing to do, to go crazy and make green flowers. Why not? The brown is Inktense paints, and I did use a little bit of glitter gel pen and Calero for the little sparkly stars. So yeah, I love that. Love how that one came out in Nightfall. The next book is a German coloring book by Stephanie Kilgast. I will link her channel below. She has a really big YouTube channel, you guys. So I'm going to link it below. I saw this on one of my viewers' channels. I'll link her below. And we have a buddy color in here. So she completed her page in, I think, 2 months ago or a month ago. So I'm a little bit lagging behind, but I will try to link her video below so you guys can check her out. She's great. And so yeah, I saw this book on her channel. It translates to Mysterious Nature, and I have a flip through of this on my channel. Here's the artist, how she colors. She's amazing. She uses, I think, luminance pencils, it seems like. And she has some tips here on how to color. But anyway, I want to do that one next. The page that we did was this one. The books and stack of books with old books, it looks like, with nature growing on top of it and taking over. So the whole book is basically like nature taking over society. So I don't know if it's like a post-apocalypse type of thing, but it looks like nature just taking over the world. So that's the theme of the book. And I noticed that that's a theme. I already saw 2 other coloring books with this theme. So that's 3. I'll tell you what they are in my coloring updates. But anyway, yeah. So I really like how this came out. I used, this paper is not good for water media, unfortunately. So some of my markers ghosted. But I used pencil. I tried to use everything because this was my first page, so I was kind of experimenting. Pencils, I'm trying to figure out what media that is best, and I still haven't figured out. I think next time I'm going to try Prismacolor. But I did use Inktense paints for the greenery here. I used watercolor pencils. These are my Artex acrylic markers. So I have a little bit of everything, gel pens. But yeah, I love how it came out. I did use a little bit of Calero on the butterflies and different things you can see there. Yeah, so I like how that one came out. Mysterious Nature. And thank you to my wonderful buddy color in here. I had a blast buddy coloring with you. Arsino is the name of her channel. I'm going to leave it below. Okay, the next book is Shooting Star. Woo! Yay! I was so excited to get this. I've been waiting for it for a long time. And I have to say, this is my favorite Maria Troll book now. This is definitely my favorite. And I think I want to color all the pages in here. I'm definitely going to do a color with me in here for sure. Maybe maybe more than one. Yeah, I think it's my favorite because I really like scenes. Like I like a sky and a scene with like botanical trees, you know, that kind of thing. And this, because it's shooting star, it lends itself to a scene, you know, scenery. So landscapes are my favorite thing to color, and scenes. So I think that's why I love this one so much. I'm less into like a big element like this with, you know, that is what usually her books are like. I'm less into that, but I love it when there's like a scene. So this one has a lot of scenes. I think that's why it's my favorite. And I found out, you guys, that the Artex pencils work amazing on this paper. So if you have Artex pencils, definitely try them on this paper. So I did this little butterfly as well, but I did this page with the little bunnies and the tree, the shooting star at night. This is all Artex pencils. I did use actually Neo Color for the background to base, and then I used Artex pencils on top. I used acrylic marker for the stars and some gel pens to cover the lines. But yeah, I love how that one came out. I was on the fence if I should do a background, but I decided I didn't need it. And then I did another page, which is this one. Again, I was debating maybe I'll do a border with acrylic marker like around this just to make it pop more. I'm not sure. But for now it's like this. And I used my Artex pencils for this. There is some acrylic marker to cover the lines and gel pens to cover the lines. And I did put some stickles here. You can see. It's pretty sparkly. But yeah, I love how that came out. Oh, I put a little clearer here, a little bit on the wings, but everything else is Artex pencils. So yeah, I love how that one came out, and I do want to do a color with me in here, color along. So hopefully in the near future. The next book is by Renata Krasik, one of my favorite books, Dreamland, Coloring Whimsical Worlds. And I have a color with me that I already filmed, probably going to go up in September, I'm not sure. But the page that I did just for fun in August, just want to make sure I'm not flipping to that page. 1 second. Okay. This is the page that I did in August. And I had a blast. Again, I used those children's dustless chalk. It kind of feels like oil pastel. I rubbed it with my finger for the background. The background here is Inktense, and it's base. The rest is based with alcohol marker and pencil on top, polychromos pencils on top. So the foxes, I love how that came out. That was so fun to do. I love this book. And I wanted to show you an older page that I changed a little bit. Here we go. So right here, I added oil pastels to the background. If you remember, this is an older page that I based with alcohol marker, but I did, what is it called? Distress oxide on the background. I didn't really love how it looks, so I decided to change the background to make this pop even more, and I added oil pastel here to the background. So I just wanted to show that to you guys. But yeah, so that was my page for this month of July. And in the future, you will see a page that I did for the color with me. So I hope you join me for that. The next book is Color Reending Life by Malakara and Gale. And these are books that are sold in Central and South America. I got this a long time ago when Book Depository was still open. I miss it so much, but yeah. I got this from Book Depository at the time. And this page right here. So, it's like a little terrarium. Now, the entire background is oil pastel. And I did a bokeh background with the oil pastels after I saw it on Olivia Odoran's channel. So I'm going to link that video below. Love how she did that. I call her the queen of bokeh backgrounds. She does like amazing bokeh backgrounds. She's like an amazing colorist. But I don't know how she has the patience. It's so hard to do a bokeh background, but with pencils. But she tried it with oil pastel and it was super fun and easy, so I did that. The inside is based with, mostly alcohol markers. And here I used some Inktense paints on this greenery, but most of it is alcohol marker with pencil on top. I covered lines with gel pens and acrylic markers. So I love how that one came out. Okay, the last book is Garden Enchantments by Angelica Scudamore. And I saw this also on Bonnie's channel, Coloring Up North. And it was so much fun, I decided to make the entire book a work in progress. So I started a hashtag entire book whip. So I'm just going in and coloring whatever I want, wherever I want, and just for relaxation and not necessarily finishing a page right away, but I do have a completed page to show you this month, and it's this one. This is entirely based with water-based markers. That's what I do in here because it's a double-sided book. I'm using a lot of water-based markers. And here, pencil on top. And then I cover the lines with acrylic pens or gel pens. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun. And I enjoyed it. Easy coloring, but it does take a while because there are a lot of little details. Now, the bubbles I did with the Calero watercolors. And I thought it would be a great page for summer. So that is my last page. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, commenting. I love chatting with you guys on the comments. And remember, if you have any questions, I am more than happy to answer and chat with you guys. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful coloring month. Enjoy your coloring, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone.